Welcome back to Mike TV. For our next stop, we are now here at the Black House, also known as Ba Dam. So this is a museum. Others say it's a temple, but it's really not. It's just a series of artwork by a national artist. So let's take a look. Here we go. So it's not going to be a traditional museum. It can be a little weird sometimes, but that's the concept of this particular art museum. Tickets.
A short drive from the middle of Chiang Rai City, Black House is the unique creation of national artist Taiwan Duchenne. Part art studio, part museum, part house, Ba Dam is an eclectic mix of traditional northern Thai buildings with some outlandish modern designs. Taiwan Duchenne is now a national artist of Thailand, but his controversial work hasn't always been popular. Born in Chiang Rai province in 1939, Taiwan went on to study art in Bangkok and Amsterdam. Some of his early work shocked a conservative Thai nation, and accusations of disrespecting Buddhism resulted in some people physically attacking his paintings. Fortunately, Taiwan's art was championed by leading figures in the Thai society.
Post. Okay. So we'll follow and post him on our social media. Okay. Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Taiwan went on to showcase his work all over Thailand and around the world. His murals was featured at a number of overseas Thai embassies, and a number of prominent Thai companies have commissioned work from him for display in their head offices. This long table with an alligator on top surrounded by buffalo horns looks like a set piece from Lord of the Rings. The snakeskin across the long table is definitely an unusual choice for a table runner. The cavernous interior of the hall is interspersed with animal skulls and buffalo horns, and this theme is continued elsewhere at the Black House. This is Taiwan Duchenne's interpretation of Buddhist philosophy, and his style has caused plenty of controversy over the years.
Picture 1, 2.
I'm no art aficionado, but the art and themes on display seem to represent the suffering that Buddha saw, with Taiwan using animal skins and bones to indicate the sickness, old age, and death that the Buddha witnessed on his travels. Other artwork on show appears to reflect human desire and cravings, and some of the darker imagery and phallic statues might not be something you want the children to see. So the Black House isn't just one structure, but a collection of around 40 buildings of varying shapes and sizes dotted around a peaceful garden.
So the thing that makes this even more attractive or impressive is it's in the middle of the wilderness, or it's close to nature. That's what makes it different. And some of the artworks are weird, but very creative. So this is definitely geared towards art lovers and tourists.
The gardens are lush and serene and in sharp contrast to the mostly black structures. The grounds cover a pretty big space with many buildings dotting the landscape. They are also able to showcase a variety of sculptures, wooden carvings, and furniture created by the artists. The Black House feels hidden and mysterious. It's a little bit tough to seek out. It receives only a few overseas guests. There are no explanation to most of the artwork, no titles or stories for the guests to know about the history of the artist's creations. Ban Dam is a quiet place with new discoveries around every corner. This is one of the strangest and most interesting landmarks in northern Thailand. There's nothing else like it, making it a must-see destination for anyone on tour to Chiang Rai. The Black House is also the world's largest collection of animal remains made into a furniture and art display. The nearby White Temple is much better known to tourists and is often described as heavenly. The Black House is its opposite, a construction of darkness filled with death, but it isn't really a hell temple, and it isn't designed to be evil or frightening at all. If you haven't seen my White Temple episode yet, I'll put a link at the end of this video. Taiwan Duchenne began construction on Ban Dam in 1976 and is still a work in progress. Once the artist's home and art studio, the Black House Museum now serves as a showcase for his work and collections. Taiwan Duchenne passed away in Bangkok on September 3, 2014, but his legacy will be remembered for years to come.
It's a wrap. So I think we're gonna go to our last stop, which is the long neck people, the people with rings on their neck. So the good thing about this tour that we got is we only paid 1,200 baht for this particular tour, and they're able to take us to White Temple, Blue Temple, now Black House. Then we're gonna visit the long neck people. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more updates. We'll see you on our next trip. This is our Chiang Rai trip, and this is the Black House.